situation. I won't tell you the name of the store, but it rhymes with Lush. It was Lush. And so, I'm inside Lush, and the guy behind the counter, his name is Jerry, but Jerry's name tag said he and she. And my son goes, "Hey, yo!" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" And he goes, "Dad, what the hell does that mean?" And I was like, "It means sometimes Jerry feels like a girl, but sometimes Jerry feels like a boy." And he goes, "You can do that?" And I was like, "That's what they say." And he said, "Who's they?" And I was like, "Fucking Jerry, man, keep up." People want to be animals now? That's where I draw my line. You can be he, she, it, they, them. It don't bother me. That don't bother me a bit. I don't care. But you can't be a squirrel, bitch. That's nuts. You can't be a squirrel. You can't be a horse. You can't be a dolphin. I wish you could. I'd figure you, but you can't. I live in New York. So many people are animals there. And I was at a restaurant, and some lady was like, "I demand you to treat me how I feel." And the manager was like, "No." And she was like, "I feel like a cat. Treat me like a cat." And the manager's like, "We don't even serve your kind here." And the lady's like, "Well, you will today because I have a good lawyer." And all of a sudden, this guy comes out of the back and he's like, "Janice, should we just call the police?" And I was like, "No, this is a job for Paw Patrol." You need Rubble and Chase on this case. You don't need... But it went back and forth for like 5 minutes. Finally, the manager gave up, and she was like, "You know what? If you want us to treat you like a cat, we'll treat you like a cat." But the fucked up part of the story is it was a Chinese restaurant. So...
Oh my God.
Turns out they did serve her kind, and... I like that my son's learning good things at school, but it's crazy because like they're like teaching kids how to be entrepreneurs real early now. Like it's wild, they're teaching how to do restaurants. My son came home the other day, he went to have a yard sale, so he's just selling miscellaneous things in the fucking house. And he came up to me so excited, he goes, "Look, Dad, look, I just sold that vase we had for $20. And I was like, "Did you take your grandma out first?" He was like, "She was in there?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like a genie? And I was like, "No, like dirt." You know how hard it is to explain to a kid about cremation? He was like, "You burned her alive?" And I was like, "Look, she was dead." I couldn't even get mad at him when he put his lizard in the microwave. I can't. He likes birding, which means I'll never have grandchildren. I don't know if you know what birding is, but birding is the act of looking at birds. And I don't know if you know bird names, but they have a lot of inappropriate ones. And my question is, who the fuck is naming animals? Did you know that they have a fish in the wild right now called a lumpsucker? Why? They got a blue-footed titty? Why? Did you know that another name for a skunk is wood pussy? No, I swear, I promise you, if you look it up right now, wood pussy is another name for a skunk, and if you eat it, you'll get throat cancer. But he likes birds, but one day he came home and he was like, "Dad, guess what I touched today?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "I touched a tit." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, nice one too." And I was like, "Some girl at school?" And he goes, "No, a wild tit." And I was like, "You touched a prostitute's titties?" And he was like, "No, Dad, what? I don't even know what that is. What's a prostitute?" I said, "Never mind." He goes, "They were big tits too. Actually, there's tits in the backyard right now." And I was like, "Shut up, where?" And I gotta ask you a question. Did you know that there is a bird named a tit? And not only is there a bird named a tit, there's like 20 different kind of tits. They have a blue tit, they got a bush tit, they got a titmouse. There's a one called a great tit. And if you have two on your fence, that's a set of great titties right there, man. The scary thing about birding right now is the bird flu is back, which is dangerous, and apparently it's very bad. And my neighbor, he got the bird flu. It's my gay neighbor. His name's Larry. He's great. But he told me that he got the bird flu because he was sucking and there was a big one too. It was a black cock. It was. Oh my God. He took that black cock down and it was. I do that whole bit just to say macaque. It's really crazy. That's fucking. I know. Thank you. I love my son. He likes to wear costumes, and it's probably because he sat on the bidet too long one time. And you know what they say? The bidet's a gateway drug. If a man sits on a bidet for more than 20 seconds, it goes from bidet to bagay, and that's. But he likes to wear this Spider-Man costume, and I let him wear it. You know, I used to not let him, but I pick and choose my battles now because I live in New York City, and wearing a Spider-Man costume is normal. And one day he wanted to go to the playground, but he wouldn't leave the house unless he was wearing a Spider-Man costume. And I was like, you know what, little Peter Parker, go put it on. And he went and put it on, and this costume's legit. The face mask, the gloves, the feet, everything. I'm not cheap. And so we're out there playing. We're there for 2 hours. I'm sweating, so I know he's sweating. And I look at him and I was like, Lexington, it's time to go home. I'm trying to be a responsible parent. I don't want him to overheat. And he looks at me and he goes, ah! And he runs for me like he never fucking saw me before in his life. And I went and grabbed his little ass and I fucking threw him in the car. And I knew he was mad at me because he didn't say nothing to me the entire ride home. When we got home, I made the mistake in the car of eating sunflower seeds and drinking Olipop. So I was He went to his playroom, I went to the bathroom, and guess who came in? Christopher Columbus, and she was like, hey babe, I got a question. And I was like, come on man, do I gotta shit in the backyard again or what? She goes, I don't think you understand, I need to ask you this question. Who's Lexington's friend? And I was like, that could wait, because he's got a lot of friends. Which one are you talking about? And she said, no, I don't think you get it. There is a little black boy in our playroom wearing a Spider-Man costume.
Oh my God.
And so what had happened was, when I left my house, I had Peter Parker. But when I returned, Miles Morales. And that's I got Peter Parker. How the fuck did that happen? Why did multiple kids wear Spider-Man costumes in the playground? You know how hard it is to unkidnap a kid? They don't come with receipts. I was terrified. The little boy was terrified. He looked at me and he goes, sir, I've seen Get Out. And I'm like, I'm not one of those white people, man, I promise. I'm fucking flying back. I'm flying back and I'm like, please God, I feel like the worst dad in the world. Please God, let my son still be there. But then I realized I'm not the only bad dad, because the other dad stole my son. I know, because when I got my kid back, he was way better at basketball. I was like, don't laugh at it. That was just a joke. He didn't have a dad. So when it happened... Whoa, no, we're not in what I meant. See? That's not even the fuck I meant. No, it's 2025. He had 2 moms. Don't you fucking do that to me. 2 moms. Yeah, see? Very nice lesbian ladies. Loved them. They were so sweet. One of them ran up to me and was like, thank you for bringing it back.